All right, what is up, chuckleheads? It is the Instagram pariah, Jay Berg, and with me, as always, is Mr.
Colton Drake.
Colton Drake, newly re-employed Colton Drake, back at it.
Back at it.
After taking a week off.
Yep.
By that, we mean nobody getting paid for a week.
Yeah, apparently I had to wait my waiting week for unemployment.
Ridiculous.
Hate it.
But
Hate
you're
it.
back.
Yeah, thank God I have so much comedy money
Just
coming
in time for the snow, my man.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, just time
Hell
to get
yeah.
snowed on.
Just in time for me
Working
to
outside.
now be behind and not get paid for 2 weeks. It's
That's
fantastic.
awesome. That sounds like a really fun time, buddy.
I don't feel like I should have opened
Back
with
at
this.
work. No, it's awesome, dude.
So-
It's, people love
Yeah.
it. You were saying earlier, you love it. Like when you're misery loves company, right?
Misery
when
does
you're
love
feeling
company.
crappy, the first thing you want to hear is how crappy someone else is feeling.
Yeah,
right?
somebody got fired, and I'm like, oh, I love hearing this.
so excited about it. No one has ever been more excited to hear that someone was going to be homeless. In 2
Not
weeks.
that, no, they'll be fine. Well, they might be okay.
A lot of kids.
what was-
lot of kids.
A lot of kids. What was nice about it
They can wear paper sacks as
is
clothes. It's fine.
superintendent that I'm working for, because I've had all week off last week, and I was like, man, dude, it sucks. This is not a good time to have time off, like during Christmas or whatever. And he goes, yeah, well, my week last week wasn't that great either. I had to fire somebody on my birthday.
Dude,
If that didn't make them my whole
honestly,
week from
dude,
there, I'm
firing
happy.
someone on my birthday is kind of weak. Like if I was getting fired on your birthday, sure, but I had to fire somebody on my birthday. Whatever,
Dude, nobody wants to fire somebody though.
Yeah, but it's not that big of a deal having to
What are
fire
you talking
somebody.
about? Yeah, it is.
It's not fun, but it's way better than the alternative.
Well, he fired him and his girl. Both of them.
So 2 people from the same family got fired. Both incomes. They went from a dual income 4-kid family to a no income 4-kid family.
Hope
Yeah,
you guys
whatever.
like Hot Wheels. What do you get
Dude, Hot
kids?
Wheels are expensive. There's no way
What?
they're getting anything, dude.
Are Hot Wheels expensive?
Man,
I've-
they probably already bought. What if they already bought the gifts and now they have to return them?
Kids are all
Hey,
shaking them and shit.
How come there are less Christmas presents under the tree? This sucks. What
Santa
happened?
ran out of cash.
Santa, dude. Santa needs a payday loan. That's what Santa needs.
Santa needs to be bankrolled by his parents.
Ridiculous, man. He's gonna have to go get another. They're gonna have to get a. They're gonna. That's why people are polyamorous. They get laid off at the wrong time.
Dude,
they got
I
to
get
bring
it.
in like
Yeah,
2 or 3 more
hell yeah.
people.
I wish I was gay sometimes.
I mean,
That double income would be nuts.
yeah, that's. I don't. What are you talking about? You have 2 incomes now. And you're not gay.
No, I know, but
No, I don't.
gay
Explain
guys
it to
make a
me.
lot of money.
What?
Here's
Is there
a,
some rule
here's a
that
fact
they make
I'm making up.
120?
here's a fact I'm making up. Gay guys make a ton
It's the
of money.
opposite of women. Like they don't get 78 cents on the dollar. They get 123 cents on the dollar.
yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that. I know exactly.
No,
why
I
I
know
said
you
it like
said it like
that.
that.
That was a really, really.
Just kidding.
Yeah, that was a really bad impression, to be honest with you. Hey, you guys. 47 minutes in, we're talking about Matthew Broussard, my man. Matthew Broussard, his new special just dropped last week. It is called Hyperbolic. Hyperbolic, man. Let's take a listen to it, and then we'll talk about it. What do you think?
Sounds great.
All right, here we go.
I grew up around very few Jews. I went to a Christian high school in Atlanta, Georgia. Very preppy, very waspy, just like a on 3, 1, 2, 3, states' rights. Like it was that kind of, Our mascot was Andrew Jackson. It was that kind of. It's only racist if you're well read, but it was, It was like old money. It was like all the kids had last names as first names. The girls were named Reagan mostly, but the guys, first names, Townsend, Whitaker, Chambliss, Matthews, with an S. I'm Matthew. He triple word scored my name. That felt personal. My favorite was my first day there. This guy walks up, just tall, all-American, big smile. He goes, "Hi, welcome to Love It. My name's Spalding Walters." I was like, no, it's not. That's a LLC, I'm pretty sure. What are you, one person or the 2 guys who heckle the Muppets? Spalding Walters, huh? Where are your friends Ritz-Carlton and Courtyard Marriott? Where are they hiding? Huh? Hey, isn't it fun, by the way, how rich white people, their name is 2 last names, but poor white people, their name is 3 first names? You ever know? Like, hi, my name's Jimmy Johnny Jeremy Jr. But you can call me JJ. Shit, that's too many J's. Jews can't do. Last names his first names. Just says, hi, Goldberg Greenberg. Have a very Ava Nagila or whatever.
That was Matthew Broussard, a little taste of Hyperbolic, his new special on it was on YouTube. Yeah.
Yep.
On YouTube. A little bit about Matthew Broussard. Talk a little bit about him real quick.
Let's talk about him.
He was born in New Jersey, raised in Atlanta. 2012, he won Houston's Funniest Comic. He has a degree in applied mathematics, and he calls himself a disgraced financial analyst. Yeah, I mean, he's a total fucking nerd, basically, is what he is.
Yep. That's yeah.
Yeah, there, there it is. Yeah, so we'll be talking about him a little bit there. How are you doing, man? You doing good?
Oh, I'm so good.
So good that Mike's Harder lemonade kicking in.
It's fucking. I hope so.
Oh, our local brewery of the day, Heineken. Of
Yeah.
course, everyone knows a local Spokane brewery.
You guys know it.
You know of the Heineken brewery, which is just outside of Spokane Valley.
Ooh.
How is it going down? Going down pretty good today. It looks
Good,
like.
dude. I was drinking those Heinekens, and it was making me tired. I think they
Yeah,
put,
dude. And now you got a Mike's Harder lemonade, dude. You're going
Yeah,
everywhere.
a little pick me up.
Getting
You know what I mean?
crazy.
Little
Got
pick
the
me up.
Zin. You're ready.
I'm zinned up.
Zinned up.
Mic'd hard.
Ready to go. All right. Hey, do you have any gigs last week? Did you?
Yeah, I did that. I did a gig for Laura at Yaya's on Thursday. That was a good time.
Yeah, that was the
Spokane Valley.
That was the shittier gig you did. What about the other gig you did last week?
Oh yeah, the Joke Thief gig.
I only did that because I run it. No, it was an interesting gig. Yeah, was fun though, right?
Yaya was a blast. Yeah. Super fun. Mike kept cutting out, which I did not think was awesome.
Right.
But the whole crowd seemed to love it after a while because we were kind of making fun of it.
You're
and
making
playing
fun of
with
it. Cutting
Yeah.
out, yeah.
Yeah. I think they thought it was a moment or whatever.
It was a moment. It was unique. Yeah. And then we both did Joke Thief last week. That was poorly attended, but it was all right. We had a good time.
It's cool.
We both did. I was really nervous about doing a bit. I've done like 2,500 times, or I've seen like 2,500 times. Like doing it, I was really nervous to remember. Way more nervous than actually doing my set.
Yeah, it's weird doing other people's stuff. I mean, obviously we don't do that normally. The show was the idea is you tell somebody else's joke.
You steal
that you
other
like.
people's jokes. Yeah.
But we don't. Just so you guys know, we don't like that.
I mean, I do that all the time. Most of my jokes.
Most of your jokes are stolen.
I actually repeat. I just do Hot Pocket over and over again. I'm like, that's a 3-minute bit. You want me to do 30 minutes? That's 10 Hot Pockets. Are you sure? That's all I'm going to do. 10 different versions of Hot Pockets. I'll do it in Spanish
You think
on
that's
one of them. Like those old albums that used to have like...
Caliente pocket.
Yeah, dude. I had a Boyz II Men album that had End of the Road in English and in Spanish. It was awesome, dude.
That's cool.
Al final del camino, dude. That's what it is. Yeah, man. So yeah, I was out in Montana with Harry J. Riley last week.
How'd
on
that go?
Saturday. Oh, it was fine. I mean, the crowd wasn't super. They weren't really vocal, but there's a lot of head nodding.
Oh, I hate that.
Like how Birbiglia explains, it's like when they're listening to jazz. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay,
Oh, I
but not
hear it.
really laughing.
Yeah,
But after the show, they were super complimentary. Harry made a bunch of money on merch sales.
that's awesome. Harry
I went
probably
to the
killed,
weirdest
dude.
casino on earth and won $200. That was fun.
Dope. How much did you play?
I was down 100 at one point, but then I hit like a $300
Ooh.
video keno. That's my game. Well, it's my video game because they don't have tables there. They only have like machines. Weirdest casino. It was like 20 machines in this casino total, and no one else was there. I was
Where
the
was
only
this?
person.
This casino was in
It was in Kalispell, or as you like to call it, Kellogg. It was in
Same place,
Kalispell,
same place.
Montana. Yeah, and it was it was tiny. There was just me in there. You have to buzz yourself in.
Oh,
Like it felt like a speakeasy.
like a
dude.
24-hour fitness.
I've never been to a gym. Why would you ask me that question? You know, I've never worked out.
Oh God, you're right, Mike. Help me out.
You dummy. No, but like you had to, buzz in and they unlock the door, like, meh, and then they unlock it. So I
Cool.
was like,
Oh
this
man,
is weird.
Like you're entering a jeweler.
Yeah, like a speakeasy or jeweler. That'd be a good one. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, hopped in there. No one was there, but they have free drinks, which I was actually really surprised
Booze.
for a video.
Free booze?
Not booze, but wine and beer.
Oh, wine and beer.
hard cider, which is what I had. A little Angry Orchard action.
Wine and beer. That's booze, right?
Yeah, but I mean, when you said booze, I was just making sure like you knew that they don't have hard alcohol. That's the only thing they didn't have.
I'm glad you told me that. Just kidding.
Just in case you're ever in Kellogg
Yeah.
and thinking that you're going to in Kalispell and try to play slots.
You guys don't have 7 and 7s? Get the fuck out of here.
It was great, man. I had a good time. Yeah, played a little video Keno, and then I was super hungover the next day for the drive home.
Oof, man, you must have had a good amount of booze.
Yeah, I mean, I had a few at the venue, and then yeah, after I won, I sat there for a while, like making and not making any money, but not losing any money, and I had a few Angry Orchards. It got a little wild.
Angry Orchards.
Yeah.
Those do make you hungover. Dude.
Yeah, it was so much
Those
sugar.
never make me feel good.
Yeah. It was weird. I was talking to this girl there who
hey-yo.
she was working there, right? And she moved there from Portland.
Yeah.
She had just gotten there like a month earlier, but I'm like, why are you here? Like, why are you in Kalispell? Was there any reason? She's like, no, not really. I just packed up my car and left. And then I ended up in Kalispell. I'm like, how do you end up in Kalispell? That's a weird spot to end up.
Yeah, that is.
I'm like, why'd you leave Portland? She's like, because I hate Portland. I'm like, okay,
Has she gone to a strip club over there?
She probably worked at one. I don't know. I mean,
Strip clubs in Portland, listeners, listen up. Strip clubs in Portland are rad. I lost my wedding ring in one.
yeah. I don't know, man. Are they really rad, or there's just a billion of them?
Both of them.
Yeah.
They're cool. Have you been? Have you been to a
I've
strip
been to
club?
a strip club in Portland, and it was not.
You went to a dirty
Dude,
one.
I'll tell you right now, really fun. All right, so my buddy, I lived there for a while. I lived in Beaverton, outside of Portland, right?
Uh-huh.
So my cousin, I lived with my cousin and his girlfriend. His girlfriend at the time, she's from West Virginia, really, really nice, and not at all like white trashy. But her dad came in, dude. Her dad was like straight out the hills, West Virginia, super white trashy.
Mm-hmm.
And so every day he would take the light rail in. So he visited for a week. Every day he would take the light rail in to downtown Portland and go to a bunch of strip clubs and not spend any money. Like he would go and like he might get a beer or something, but he wouldn't tip.
They get on you for
and
that.
he wouldn't tip the strippers. This was, I don't know, this was 10 years ago, so maybe it was a little bit different, but like he's like, man, they don't charge you to get in. Like, and so he's just sitting there just ogling women. And then he was talking about this one story. He's like, man, that girl needs some Clorox bleach. She got some dirty undies. It was so funny, dude. It was so funny. He was such a dirtbag. And then he hit on my cousin's girl's like friend.
Well, was she solo dolo though?
I mean, I don't know. She's hit on me all the time. She is.
Heyo.
Wow. Not.
She's a stunner.
She's a no-go. She is a no-go, dude.
Okay.
No. Anyway, I don't know why I said that part. It doesn't matter. The point is, well, because he was a
This is
dirtbag.
great.
He was like hitting on her. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah, he's a dog, dude.
yeah, dude. Like he's 40 years older than she is. He's just like, hey, and just getting her hammered and just like, eh. It's like so dumb, dude.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, yeah, Portland strip
Portland's
clubs, man.
dope, dude.
I've gone to a strip club in Portland. I don't think I'll do it.
Strippers love me.
Oh, Jesus.
The trick is you just make deep eye contact.
Yeah.
Even when they're just like,
Is that it? Or you pay them money? I'm pretty sure it's the dollar bills you got, brother.
I'll sit next to
You're
Bev.
like, I'll write a check. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll sit next
Oh,
to
bring
Bev.
a girl. You bring a girl. It's a different story, dude.
Oh yeah, dude,
You bring
it's
a girl
awesome.
in there. Yeah, they're
Yeah, bring
into
your women to strip clubs. It's a great time.
it. If they're cool with it. If they're not into it, I wouldn't bring them. You might just get yourself in trouble.
We went to this one with me and Bev's brother, and which was great because we were all sitting at the stage, and Bev had like this wad of cash, right? And so then I'd be like, "Oh, she's doing really good. Put some money down." And so then she put money.
She's doing really good.
She'd put money down, like, "Yo, no, put it down on my side." Like, I wanted to know it's from me.
I mean, I don't know. You might get a better visual if you put it out in front of because she'll just put her ass in Bev's face, and then you're.
Yeah, we got a lap dance from a stripper. Me and Bev both.
I believe that at the same time. You're saying, right?
Same time, yeah. And yeah, it was funny because
Yeah,
dude, she paid
that's
so
gotta
much
be
more
hard.
attention to Bev.
Oh, of
And I
course.
was like, I'm right here.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I would say, and maybe this is not fair, but I would say in general, you're probably having a better time when she's dancing for Bev than Bev is when she's dancing for you.
Bev doesn't care, dude. Bev
That's what I'm saying.
Bev
She doesn't
give a
care,
shit.
but like she's not like, oh, this is awesome. Whereas like if you see a hot lady on your lady, that's probably pretty good for you, right? You're into it.
I mean,
It's hot.
it's
right?
fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it works that way, probably not the other way. So maybe that's what. It's,
Yeah,
I think it's
you're
a,
right.
I think it's a strategy. It's a
probably
dancing
right.
strategy. Let
It
me
is.
tell you, my mom was a stripper for 37 years. Okay?
I'd bring my mom to strip clubs.
I used to
and-
give her notes all the time, like arch your back, mom. Come on.
God, make eye contact with me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm losing wood.
I love
That's so
how this pod
ridiculous, dude.
started out.
Oh man, if we don't even get to Matthew Broussard, I don't give a shit.
We're
having a
crushing
good time,
right
dude. We're
now.
having fun, dude.
Yeah, we are having fun.
Are we crushing? We don't know that yet. We get so much hate mail.
From Matthew Broussard. You guys didn't even talk about mathematics.
No, like dude, what if Matthew Broussard has like the most like incredibly vicious fans ever, and he's like, "You didn't talk about anything.
Very vigilant.
This is ridiculous, man. I've heard your other podcasts, and you talk about their stuff. Not our boy." All right, well, let's talk a little bit about Matthew Broussard.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, we're 16 minutes in. We should be fine.
Is that how much we're in?
Yeah, whatever.
Nice.
If we talk about it for 3 minutes, I don't care. Like I said, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Matthew Broussard's special. Overall impressions. What do you think?
It was great. I think Matthew Broussard's he's a great joke writer.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was a really good special.
Yeah.
Like if you just put it in a vacuum, it's just a really, really good special. On the other hand, and I think we talked about this, like there's something missing. There's something missing in his performance, and it's not like it's nothing bad. Like it's definitely not anything where you're like, oh, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. It's just like is it like just an it factor thing? I think that might be what it is. It might just be like he doesn't have that like instant charisma that some of the really good, like the best stand-up comics have.
Yeah, I think. Look, I think his joke writing is really good.
Yeah.
I think it's really tight and it's really smart. I can see how people could not like it because it does come off kind of too smart.
Because your intelligence is seen as a pretentiousness. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
He's a little nerdy. Yeah.
Yeah, but aside from that, I think he's really good. You are right with that. I don't know if it's an it fact. I don't know what it is. To me, I think it's that it's it comes off more as jokes and not necessarily as conversation. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, but interestingly enough, he has a lot of personal stories about.
Yeah,
he has
he
stories
does.
about growing up. He has stories about his wife or his fiance/wife. Now fiance/wife, his fiance now wife, his mom, all that stuff. You know what I mean? So he's got.
So he is personal.
He is personal. It just doesn't feel like you're learning a lot. Does that? Or like, learning a lot about him.
You're 1,000% right.
Yeah.
I got the pleasure of hosting for him in Spokane, and he was here for 5 shows.
Huh?
The pleasure. Yeah. He was cool. We hung out. We went to. You're so dumb.
I don't know, dude. We're saying pleasure like that. It was weird. I had the pleasure of.
Right, I got the gratification of fucking.
Oh my god, that sounds worse. Holy crap!
No, me and him.
How'd you make it worse, dude?
Yeah, well, that was my goal. Me and him, we went to a bar and hung out for a bit. It was cool. He got 1 Rainier, and I got like 7 drinks.
I mean, that's your equivalent of one.
Yeah.
I feel like if you pull out the chart, the equivalency chart, like normal human Colton drinks, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, 1 to 7. They're dog drinks, dude.
They're dog drinks.
You're a dog, baby. Yeah, so that was our overall impression. I think we were very similar. I mean, like really good, or it was very good. But yeah, there's just like something. It's not anything big missing. I'm sure he'll still get really. I mean, he's still really
he's been
good.
on
and he'll
Kill
still
Tony
keep
a bunch
going.
of times.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, he's really funny.
I think this is his first video special that I saw. So I don't think he hasn't been doing it that long. I mean, well, not that.
Really?
I should say he won that competition in 2012, so it's about a decade since then. Houston's Funniest in 2012, so I guess that's still a long time.
Well, and he had a his Pedantic or whatever that is. His special that's on Spotify came out in 2016.
Right, but that is an audio only special.
I believe
think
so.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know if you could buy that.
So
off
yeah,
his
he's been
website
doing
or
it
something.
for a while. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying he's like new, but I'm saying like it's not like a multi-decade veteran. It doesn't seem like it anyway.
Right. Yeah, but
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how far he'll make it, but he's certainly funny. I mean,
Very
obviously
funny.
he's headlining the Spokane Club, which is an A-list club. So
yeah, he had great jokes. He gave me a shirt. He was really cool. He was a really cool guy.
yeah,
Super nice.
All right, let's talk a little bit about what we liked. Oh no, shit. Sorry. Before we get to that, more importantly, Fashionisto. Talk about it.
Fashionisto.
What did you think of Mr. Broussard's fit? How was the drip, sir?
It was clean. I think it was clean. It was a step above casual for sure.
Okay.
I couldn't wear that and look good.
What was he wearing? You're really bad at that part. You're just like, yeah, it was all right. You don't ever say what was he wearing?
Well, I mean, the listeners are listening.
They're listening, but they're not necessarily have seen. The whole point is they haven't necessarily
All
seen.
right. Well,
the
he was
special.
in he was in real tight jeans.
Okay, real tight jeans.
He had a pair of shoes on.
He was wearing shoes, one left and one right, or do you have two lefts on this time?
One left, one right, believe it or not.
Wow.
And he had like this, I don't know if it was like a button up or what. It was kind of like a tight form fitting kind of.
It looks sort of like a denim shirt that was not blue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
it was kind of like
or something.
like a dark brown.
Dude,
or
that's as
something
close as I've ever come to nailing a color right there.
Well, you were still way off, but it was like a darker brown.
You said yeah when I said light beige. You said yeah. And then you said tan, and then you went brown. So you were just like moving up the ladder away from what I said.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So you're trying to be nice to me, and I wouldn't let you. Got it. No, but then I got all cocky about it. Yeah. It was beige. Like actually, it was purple. But whatever. We'll get you there.
No, he looked clean. I mean, like I said, it looked like it's not something that you would. You could tell it's not like his comfortable clothes.
Okay.
There's no way that shit was comfortable. He looked like he was dressing up like this is my time.
Okay.
Kind of a thing.
I didn't notice any noticeable
No,
discomfort.
it looked clean.
but
I'm just saying I couldn't wear it because it looked so tight.
Yeah, I mean, okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, I don't have anything to add. The whole look of it was clearly filmed in New York City. I have no idea where. It looked like a smaller room. It was definitely New York because he kept making New York jokes, and then people were laughing about it.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that he opened with a jerking off joke.
I thought more interesting.
Oh, they didn't even say the joke that he opened
He
up.
opened with, "Oh, that's not going to make the special." That was the first line.
Yeah.
I thought that was actually pretty funny. I kind of like that. That he opened with, like a joke that you didn't hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the first joke, I guess, was it a jerking off joke?
Yeah, it was jerking off in a train joke.
Oh yeah, and that's not that really that great of a joke. Yeah, it was a New York centric jerking off in a train joke.
Yeah.
It's not really worth getting into. But yeah, so for Fashionisto, he's in the mid range.
3 out of 5, I'd say.
Sure, he's not. He didn't wow. He didn't disappoint.
No, yeah, it wasn't bad.
I thought his hair looked kind of weird. He looked like he kind of had like a ledge on the front of his hair, like it stuck out.
Kind of
quite
looks
a ways.
Yeah, dude. He has
Like a hat.
He kind of has that. He has a very preppy look to him.
Like if it was raining, I don't think his face would get wet at all because he's got that like overhang of hair that just blocks it from everything. He went to Rice though, so I mean that's kind of it's a high end school in Texas. It's kind of a fancy dancy school.
What's their
private school?
What's their mascot?
The Owls.
Oh,
It's like Harry would love to go there. You know what I mean? Harry J. Riley, noted raptor lover.
noted bird man.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. He
School's called Rice, and you're an owl for your
Rice Owls. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's named after. I'm pretty sure it's named after a dude named Bob Rice. No, I don't know, something Rice.
Even
I have
like
no
like
idea,
a
dude.
grain of rice would be a cool mascot.
It is not the rice grains.
yeah.
Ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Well, it's not racist.
How can you dress up like a grain of rice? You just look like a lima bean. No one will believe you. You know
You just
what I
gotta
mean?
tell people, or have it written on.
That's
you.
what it's really
grain
good.
of rice.
Grain of rice. Yeah.
Boom.
Ridiculous.
You're welcome, Rice. Fixing your fucking mascot.
So I actually thought it was kind of weirdly. So again, no intro, as we've talked about before. No intro.
Yeah,
like
that
hey,
seems
here
to
you
be
go,
more
blah,
of a
blah.
common
It's
thing.
happening, man.
Yeah,
That's the thing. I mean, I think 5 of the 6 specials we've done so far have been that way.
they're just jumping in,
They just go right in,
which I'm hating it.
and a lot of them are like self-produced, and that might be why. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, but just film yourself outside a little bit.
Yeah, he did some like anti-Semitic jokes, but he's Jewish, and I don't know. All those were fine, but they weren't like whatever. It was fine.
He was good with them.
So I mean, overall, what did you like?
What do I like?
I mean, you talked about joke structure. We both
Yeah.
agree on that. We
Yeah,
talked
I like
about,
the joke
it's really
structure.
tight.
Yep.
Let's just do favorite joke.
Okay.
Say what your favorite joke was.
I like. Can I say what I
Yeah,
like?
sure, absolutely. So.
Yeah. Can
Can I please?
I say
like,
something? I'd love to have a turn. I'm just kidding. I like that he doesn't move around a whole lot.
Yeah,
He's
he really
very
doesn't.
very stagnant, and also like I know we always kind of talk about act outs.
You love talking about act outs. It's like your favorite.
I do. I talk about act outs a lot. Almost no act outs, really.
Oh, I think his
Really?
his act outs are there. They're just very subtle.
They're very subtle.
I mean,
yeah.
he does the
And they're not
cocaine
very-
pouch one. He does the ceiling fan one. He does.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got quite a few of them. They're just not a lot of.
They're
them.
just not heavy act outs.
No.
And he doesn't move his feet or nothing. He is just like.
No, he stands in the same spot. I did notice that.
Yeah.
I cannot do that. That is hard to do.
I can do that. Well, I think
If I do it, it's on accident. You
I
know
think
what I mean?
what that means too is that you are comfortable on you're very comfortable on stage. Somebody that is like, not to say you're not comfortable.
No,
but
I mean,
but I'm saying like somebody that's just like immediately standing still and doesn't move for an hour essentially, like that's pretty comfy. I mean, if you
I
had a
can
nervous
see it.
tick or something, you are kind of like
I can
moving
see
a
it
little
both
more.
ways. I can see it both ways. But yeah, I mean, he definitely looks very comfortable.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, you see open micers go up there and freeze and stand in the same spot the whole time. They don't look comfortable.
Open
at all.
micers will take the cord and start rolling it around their
Some of them
shoulder
will.
or some shit.
Some of them
It's
will,
a
but some
normal
of them.
thing.
Yeah, I just don't know that it means one or the other, just the movement. But for sure, he looks comfortable that way. For
Yeah.
sure, he looks dialed in, and maybe he does that just to make sure you're focusing on the words because his words are pretty dense. He has a lot of jokes. This is something I really like. He has a lot of jokes that he are sort of throwaway lines that he just runs right past, and he doesn't really care. It doesn't seem like he cares if he gets a laugh on him. But they're funny. Like he does the Amazon delivery joke.
Yeah.
I can't really explain it that well. But anyway, there's a couple jokes. There's one where he alludes to Amazon delivery, and the delivery is a punchline, but he just kind of rolls right past it. And in another joke, he says tango and gash, and then he says that's a deep cut. Right, for the gash. And he does not let you think about it for a second. So if you're going to get it, it's going to be well into the next joke. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
unless you're, processing super quickly. But usually when people are just trying to have a good time, you're not like really dialed in that way.
Well, and he's
So,
one of those comics too, where the more you watch it, the more you kind of pull out of it.
yeah.
That's why it was cool getting to host for him because you get to see him do that
Yeah.
set multiple times, and
Right.
then you are pulling shit out of it each time. Like, oh shit,
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
This
I
is
enjoyed
good.
it.
yeah,
I
it's
enjoyed
good.
that aspect of it.
Better than Dane Cook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is
Um,
definitely for laughs too. He sounds a lot like a local comic that we have here. That's not nearly as good.
Oh yeah, he does. I wish you wouldn't have said none of it was good. I would have named him. But yeah, I mean, if you watch
okay.
this, honestly, all right. Look, anybody who thinks they know who we're talking about, send it to standupsnobs@gmail.com. If you're a local Spokane person, there is a guy who sounds almost exactly like him, who's not nearly as good, but it's very. I want to see if anybody else is like, yeah, I thought that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that immediately when I hear him.
me
I
too.
hear it like immediately.
I told you, you texted me like, doesn't he sound like blank? And I was like, I was going to say the exact same thing to you. I was going to text the exact same thing back to you.
Yeah,
But in any case,
But like
that's-
a good
that is
version.
super inside baseball. That's probably
Yeah.
not very good content for
yeah,
our
you guys don't
listeners
like
here.
that.
But
We'll dump it.
we're dumping it. We won't though, because that's too much work.
No, we just say dump it
Yeah, you know how many times I've said dump it
and not dumped it.
Dumped it? Yeah,
I know. I love it.
because I'm not gonna. That's so much work.
It's too hard.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Production value, schmaduction, schmalue.
Word. I heard
Indeed.
that. Yeah. What way to be hyperbolic.
Absolutely, I'm hyperbolic. Oh, that's the word of the day. Ding, 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 ding,
Boom.
ding.
I don't even know how to use that word correctly.
I mean, that's maybe the least surprising thing that's ever been said on this
Okay, go
podcast.
ahead. Use it right.
Hyperbolic?
Yeah.
Well, it's based on, you know what? Well, there's two. Hyperbolic means to be an exaggeratory, for one. That's one meaning.
Okay.
To exaggerate. So to use hyperbole, right?
Oh, okay. Yep.
And then second, the other way is just like, you know what a hyperbolic curve is?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like on the
I don't
X
know
and
what
Y
it-
axis?
It's something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think oh shit, that's so dumb. Was it X squared is a hyperbolic? If you graph it, it's a hyperbolic because
Yeah.
it goes like down and then up like that.
This is the
is
part where
the-
Matthew Broussard
he
would
would
love
crush.
this
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
He'd
As
be
an
like, "Oh my
applied
god, what's your
mathematics guy.
favorite number?"
That's funny that he asked you that before you knew that he was an applied math not genius, but applied.
Well,
math,
he was
like,
asking
degree.
people in the crowd what their favorite number was.
Oh, I thought you said he asked you that at the club. Like,
He did. He asked me that later.
so that's like his only go-to move. He's like, "Hey, what's your favorite number?"
So, yeah.
I wonder if that's
It's his
how he got
icebreaker.
his wife, dude. He's like, "Oh, what's your best favorite 50 time?" You know what I mean? Like, what's 50 divided in square? So so just to bring you in on that a little bit, he is now currently married. He was engaged at the time of this special to a world-class swimmer. I forgot. Did I write her name down? I probably didn't. It's Laura Soger, I believe is her name. She now does stand-up comedy, but I couldn't find any. I was looking for like stand-up clips of her to see if she was any good or not, but I only found one, and it was it was right after Trump got shot, and it was just her like starting into a joke like, "Oh, you guys all saw that Trump got shot today," or whatever, like something like that, and then like somebody in the crowd didn't know that it happened, and so they're like, "What?" Like that was the entire clip. So I have no idea if her stand-up's awesome, terrible, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I see a lot of stuff from her on podcasts, I guess, but
Well, I mean, if she's hanging out with somebody like that, I imagine her stand-up is going to probably get pretty sharp.
I mean, yeah, or
Could.
maybe he's helping her write jokes or whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
even if he's not writing them for her, if he's just giving her a hand, like punching them up, it's probably helpful.
Hell yeah. he's
Or
a
maybe they
touring
I don't know. It sounds
headliner.
like from the way he talks about her though that they're super competitive, right? So maybe she has no interest in having him help her with her jokes. You know what I mean? Like she
Right.
wants to do it on her own. I don't know. Maybe not.
And she was Olympian, right? Or am I wrong?
No, she didn't make the Olympic team. He talks
Oh,
about
that's
it.
right. She didn't make it.
Yeah, but she's like a world champion. Like she was a professional swimmer, so she won championships and stuff. As did I. I was a very good swimmer. Never, but I did swim.
I've noticed that's a really cool thing to say to
That you're a
somebody.
swimmer?
No, that you're an Olympian.
Oh, you've noticed that? That's like some new revelation to you.
Yeah, this old guy today at work even told me, he was like, somebody called him a motherfucker. He's an old dude too. Yeah. Somebody called him a motherfucker, and he's like, I'm a nice guy, but you want to see a bad motherfucker? I'm an Olympian. I was like,
That's
stealing.
kind of a weird thing to
I'm
say, by the
stealing
way,
that.
because you can
Call
be,
yourself an Olympian. Nobody's gonna know.
no, but you can be a bad mamma jamma. But like, what were you an Olympian in? Like, I'm not necessarily afraid to fight you
Who
because
cares?
you were
It sounds cool.
because you're a kayaker. You know what I mean? Like,
It doesn't matter. It sounds cool.
it doesn't. If it
You
doesn't
just
make any
toss at it.
sense.
I'm sprinkling that on all my sentences from now on.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you a biathlete?
No, I'm an Olympian.
It's the worst thing I've ever heard.
We're dumping that.
We're definitely dumping that. Dude, my best friend's sister is married to an Olympian.
Nice, dude. My wife is.
Yeah, your wife is not married to an Olympian.
All right, whatever. It's your word against hers.
It's not even hers. It's my word against yours. It's a way different thing.
What is an Olympian? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a really nebulous concept.
Oh, hyperbolically, I'm an Olympian.
Oh man.
Did I use it right?
Yep. Yeah, you did.
That's what's up.
Sort of. I mean, as good as you're going to use
if you're grading on a curve,
Hey yo.
bam.
All right.
Coming in
so
hot.
we have officially reached further into the drinking sphere than Colton really needed.
God.
He
All right.
just hit it though. He was doing great, and then all of a sudden, now he's
This
just
is it.
off
This
the
is
rails.
Damn it! I thought.
No,
honestly,
you're doing fine.
I was
You're
crushing
doing
that.
fine. So yeah, that's his wife. I don't know if we really have anything else to say about that. He's got some jokes about her that are pretty funny.
Oh yeah, he does.
What-
And two, I don't know if many people know this either. He is a. If you go to see Matthew Broussard, which you definitely should, he's very funny. When you go up to meet him or talk to him, ask him if he has a cat. He's actually more of a cat guy, and you wouldn't know that. But do that.
What a weird thing to just bring up. By the way, if you ever see him, yeah, ask him if his index toe is longer than his big toe.
Hey, I mentioned
You know what
I
I mean?
have 2 cats, and he's like, "Oh, you have cats? Oh, let me see a picture." And then, yeah, big cat dude.
Yeah.
I like that. That's how I knew I liked him. I didn't even have to hear his voice when I saw him. I was like, "This guy likes cats. I like him." I mean, I just piece it together like that. It's the Olympian mind state. You know what I mean?
This is the most boring segment we've ever done.
We'll dump it.
Ooh, you got cats? Just wanted you guys to know that Matthew Broussard thinks I'm cool because I have cats.
You guys heard me say that
You
though.
guys heard me say that, right?
That sounded so.
My
dumb.
cats are also Olympians.
Yeah, they are. Johnny Marinara is an Olympian.
Johnny
Fun facts.
Marinara. Your cat names are ridiculous, dude. One of them's Johnny Marinara, and the other one is Lincoln.
Yeah, Lincoln Ramsey's.
Oh, you didn't tell me he had a secondary name.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
Lincoln Ramsey's.
Yeah, it's on his birth certificate.
Why do cat owners have such ridiculous names for their cats, dude? It's never like
cat owners are cool. Boom. Done. Next question.
We were really dubbing that.
All right. I told you, man, I'm feeling a little spacey. I'm tired today. I'm back to work.
You were fine.
It's
before.
snowing.
Now you're just too fucking drunk.
I wish. I'm not even close. Yeah, you want to get into favorite jokes though?
Yeah.
My favorite joke of his is he has a joke about how does he start it? It's not how long it takes women to come, but it's how long it takes for them, how long while they're almost coming or something like that.
Yes.
Right? And then he equates it to a cat throwing up, which is where you learn that he likes cats. Boom, full circle. And his cat.
It's not full circle when I'm dumping that part.
Yeah, okay. You're gonna dump the whole thing. and now a cat like almost throwing up, just like whatever.
Yeah.
And he does this whole long act out as this cat. And then he does the act out of being a person. Like he was just like, man, why'd I come over here so fast? Let's scooch you on over to the hardwood.
Yeah, there's just a lot of jokes that make sense from the perspective of just having being close to finished.
Yeah,
and
it was pretty
obviously,
funny.
if you've ever seen a cat almost throw up, it takes them forever.
It does take them forever. Yeah.
All right.
That was my favorite joke.
That's a good one. That was a good one. I like the joke. He has a joke about his bipolar mother. Mm-hmm. And he says he does some joke about her that kind of makes fun of it, and then he's like, "That's my mom's favorite joke, but it's my mom's least favorite joke." You know what I mean? Like, so the two poles. I thought that was really funny. I like that one.
That really reminded me of Louis' joke.
Louis
C.K.
Oh, Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you saying it so weird?
I don't know. And where he has that joke about how like my dad's Mexican, my mom's dead. So I'm half Mexican on my dad's side and half dead on my mom's or whatever. That
Got it.
You know that joke?
Got it. No, I don't, but I got you.
I kind of felt like those were kind of in the same similar
It's
vein.
it's a similar joke. It's similar style of joke. Yeah, it's a similar style of joke. Anything you didn't like? You want to pitch in in a minute?
I got it. He does this thing where he holds the microphone at the very bottom of the microphone, and then he like pinches it, like he's trying to jerk off a small wiener with like his index and his thumb, and then he has the rest of his fingers out, like out, like he's sipping wine or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought that was very odd.
I mean, yeah, it's a different style. I know what you're talking about. I saw it.
I noticed him do that for a little while.
I noticed it, but it was, I don't know. You think you don't like it? It's distracting to you or what? Is that what it is?
I don't know. I don't like it.
Okay.
I mean, we're nitpicking here, right? So
yeah, I mean that's nitpicking for sure.
for sure, yeah.
Yeah. We mentioned this already. There's just something that's missing. It's not quite superstar status for me. I also didn't the videography. I thought there were a couple times, maybe 3 or 4 times, there were really rough cuts from camera to camera where it seemed like they missed like a little bit of the audio, or they were clearly cutting from one taping to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are a couple of them that I saw. I'm like, oh my god, that was sort of jarring. Like, so I mean, that's not necessarily his fault, except his production team.
Also, I don't think I noticed any shots of the audience.
There were a few.
Was there a few of those?
Yeah, there were like 3 or 4. He
okay.
talks to the audience the one time.
Yeah.
About her shoe size. There's a couple of audience laugh shots. There's not a ton, but there's a few.
Okay, I got you.
There's a few.
I did like his crowd work.
Yeah, his crowd work was good.
His crowd work.
I mean,
was
he
really
didn't do
good.
a lot of it.
No, it was just one joke. It seemed, but it was on point. I thought. I couldn't tell if it was canned or not because I don't know how you would come across that like spontaneously and have it in the
like
tank.
prefabricated. I don't think it was.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I thought that was really.
No,
good.
he seemed genuinely surprised at the answers he was getting. At least some the major ones that he's talking about. Who knows? There probably was more crowd work that they cut out. That's my guess.
Oh, you think so? That's probably true because it wasn't an hour special. Was it even 45 minutes?
It was 48. Yeah,
It's 48 minutes. Oh, okay, so it was right in there.
yeah.
So you're probably
But
right.
yeah, we don't have a ton to say about it.
We both really liked it, so it's hard to. Like I said, I'm nitpicking by talking about him the way he was holding the mic. Like,
Yeah.
Aside from that, it was pretty great.
Yeah, I thought so.
It is actually to me like what stand up is, right? Just he's telling jokes, he's personal, and it's just jokes on jokes on jokes, which is that's a lot different than that Dane Cook special where he was telling jokes and he'd go on to a full fucking story about something and have all these different emotional whatever, and then this was just like funny.
I think there were a lot of jokes that were like story like that were going that like went together. So I don't know that it was like jokey, but I get what you're saying. They just ran together a bunch of jokes, I guess. So yeah.
Do you think those were all separate jokes that he just like kind of blocked together? Like,
I think for the most part he had separate jokes. He was on the same subjects that he was just putting together. Yeah, I think so.
Gotcha.
I don't know that obviously, but that's what I would guess. All right. So any parting shots on Matthew Broussard? Specific to the special.
No, I would say if you guys get a chance, if you haven't watched it already, give it a watch. He's really funny.
Yeah, it's a good one. Tight. 48 minutes.
It's good.
You'll have fun, or you should have fun.
That's good. You might even need to run it back to get everything out of it.
Maybe. You might need to run it back to get everything out of it. Shut the fuck up.
I knew as soon as I did that you were gonna hate it.
All right. So next on the subject whatever counter thing here. I have. You want to do This Week in Plumbing? You want to do Why I'm Better?
This Week in Plumbing.
Okay. So if you were with us last week, you remember the inaugural edition, the first ever, the maiden voyage of This Week in Plumbing. That's when my buddy Colton Drake of his local Union 44, Plum Nasty, baby.
What?
Gets into it. Tells you all about what plumbing was like for him this week or what it's like for him today. So without further ado, 60 seconds on the clock. Here's my boy Colton with This Week in Plumbing. I don't have a drop for it.
Oh, I thought you did for a second.
I was looking for a second, but I don't have
This
it.
looks awesome.
So This Week in Plumbing, go ahead.
This Week in Plumbing, well, it's only Monday, so I just started this week. It was great because I heard that guy got fired, and that made me happy because I've been unhappy and misery loves company. And then also, it was snowing out here in Spokane, and so I'm working outside, so I hated that. So that's great. There was a leak in one of the buildings. Found that because there was a puddle, so that's great. Yeah, I mean, shit. Spread a bunch of tubs today. It's so interesting to you guys.
Spreading tubs.
Yeah, my buddy was talking about. Well, never mind. I shouldn't say that.
It's a fucking train wreck.
Okay, man. I'm only Monday in. I've had the whole last week off. What do you want from me? All right, I'm tired. I'm cold. This
tired,
is how it
cold.
goes.
Oh, man.
This is what it is. That's This Week in Plumbing. It sucks.
This Week in Plumbing.
And to you, Jay. How is this week in
no one gives a
attorneying?
shit about that. No, the whole point. No, actually, I will say this. What I like when you do plumbing, when you call me randomly, other than pitching me your terrible jokes, which is most of the time, but when you're not doing that, you're like, oh, we did this, that, blah, 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 and you just use all these terms that you should know. I have no idea what you're talking about, but you act like I would know it. Like, oh, I was slapping a T-base on the cork rind, and there was the gap between the Schlossenberg and the Fordermatter is too long, so I clearly couldn't get that done. And I'm like, yeah, of course not. Like, that would never fit. That's the type of shit I want for This Week in Plumbing, my man.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, dude.
I mean, that's the type of stuff I want. But whatever you did, like what you did last week, was perfect. Just random shit.
I just shit on the people that weren't paying.
You just got it. Yeah, you just got to grin and bear it, though. Just get through it.
Well, I mean, I was mad. I was mad about that.
All right. That was This Week in Plumbing. You're fine.
We already talked about it.
We're
I'm sorry. All right.
You're good. This Week in Plumbing was really you're happy that somebody got fired. That wasn't really This Week in Plumbing.
Yeah, and it's not that I want anybody to be fired, but it's like I've been miserable, and it's just so great to hear that somebody had to fire somebody else on their birthday. Oh, that just made me feel good.
Yeah, dude.
Back to you, Jay.
There you go. Back to me. It's not a newscast. What the hell are we doing here? All right. So why I'm better. The segment, the start of this entire podcast, we're dumping it. The segment we started this entire podcast is called "Why I'm Better Than Matthew Broussard."
Yeah.
So in this segment, from the nice confines of my mom's basement to amateur to semi-professional comedians, shit all over. Professional comedian Matthew Broussard.
You go first this week.
Yeah. All right, Matthew Broussard, congratulations. You make a quarter of what your wife makes. What a fucking bitch, dude. I can't believe you'd admit that on a special, dude. And she's a swimmer. That's not even a real occupation, okay? And then you brag about being a better comedian than she is. Yeah, she's been doing it for a half an hour. You've been doing it for your last 15 years. I hate you for that. It's a mean thing to do. She's in cybersecurity. You're not. Maybe she can look up all my dirty passwords. I think you need to write a joke that doesn't involve math. I don't know. How about that? All your jokes have some weird math component. You're a little creepy. I got to be honest with you. I feel like you're going to murder someone. I'm not into it. Your special's trash. You talk about your mom, and I hate that because my mom's awesome. That's all I have. I mean, I was stretching the entire time. I didn't know what to say the entire time. So
I know when you said the special's trash.
That's kind of my go-to.
That's always going to get me.
Special's trash.
I think that's always going to get me too.
Yeah,
I'm always going to laugh at that. Okay, my turn, Matthew.
All right,
Broussard.
are you ready?
Yeah, I think I'm ready to do it. All right.
All
right, Matthew Broussard. How am I better than you? I don't hold the mic like a sissy. Why are you holding the mic like that? It looks dumb. Grab it. Grab it, dude. Hold it with your hands. Doing this weird thing like you're trying to hold one chopstick or something. I don't know. It looks stupid. Don't do that, all right? I never do that, and that's why I'm better than you. Also, I'm not running around asking people, what's your favorite number? That's so weird.
That's not even related to the special. It's just, yeah.
Oh, man. You're right. We're dumping it.
Nope. Keeping that one in for sure.
No, but like
now he's never going to work with you again. It's going to be great.
He's going to hate me now. Yeah.
You've been tiptoeing around trying to make sure you don't hurt anybody's feelings in case they want to work with you. And now the one person that you've worked with, I'm going to send a direct message to.
Great.
Just chop up all the bad things you said about him.
Matthew Broussard can take a joke, dude. Obviously.
Maybe.
Obviously. Look, this is coming from just like his wife, a former Olympian.
Yeah.
And that's why I have
also,
to say
his wife didn't make the Olympics. Again, we already established this.
Okay.
You're horrible at
I'm
facts,
better than his wife at the Olympics.
I'm better than his wife at the Olympics. Which ones? All of them.
All of them.
All of the Olympics.
It don't matter. Also, like you were talking about a big shirt. That might have been my big shirt.
It's a real weird thing to say that we have not mentioned yet.
We're dumping it. Okay.
Dude,
I don't know.
No one on the podcast has any idea what you're talking about. You're like,
which isn't. It's their fault though. They need to watch the special
beforehand. No, the whole point is they should be able to watch. They should be able to listen to us regardless if they've seen the special or not.
Okay. Well,
you're like, you just mentioned that he's got a big shirt. What a weird thing to say.
All right, we're dumping it. It's fine. We're cutting it.
We're definitely keeping it. We only dump things when they make me look like an asshole.
Well, no, we got done when I look like an asshole.
No, never again, dude.
I hate that. Why not for me?
No, because of follower count, which is the next segment we're doing right now. Follower count.
But hold on.
What?
Well, yeah. All right, I lost it. I was going to say something. Here's what I'll say. Matthew Broussard, you're awesome, man. It was so cool when you had that one Rainier.
I hate it when you lick their balls.
Let me fucking continue. Jesus Christ, God. Well, it was super awesome when you had that one Rainier and I had some other drinks and then you wouldn't loosen up a little bit. That was super fun. Do you remember? Dad didn't like that. And that's it. Boom. Done. I'm better than you because I can drink better. And because I don't hold the microphone like a sissy did.
I think you might have mentioned that already.
Yeah, I'm running it back. I want him to know.
Running it back.
He needs to be reminded.
Oh, my God. You're a weird dude, man. All right. Quincy's trying to get in.
You're a weird dude. I'm an Olympian.
Ridiculous. We're doing follower count. This is insane. If you don't remember from last week, our follower counts were as follows. Jay Berg with 360. And Colton Drake had 404.
What do you got this week?
All right, I'm up to
Big J.
Let's see how many followers I lost. That's what it should be called now. Oh, I did lose a follower since the last time I checked. I'm at 364. I'm at 364. A modest
Nice,
improve.
man. Well, increase.
Modest increase of 4 followers. I'm sure you have way more than that of a gain because I've seen you politicking your ass off.
Stop it.
Trying to
It's
get
not
these
true.
followers, dude. Asking random people
Kinda
on the
true.
street. So where you at?
412.
It's pretty good, dude. Yeah, you're crushing it right now. All right.
One
so
of
there
them
we
is
go.
Gabriel Rutledge, too.
One of them is Gabriel Rutledge, which is awesome. Maybe you heard you say nice things about him on the podcast.
Or maybe he heard me make quesadillas drunk on my Instagram.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
That was
too.
great
Maybe
content.
he'd love
Hey,
that.
if you have an hour and a half to kill, you can watch Colton make a quesadilla. Somehow it took him an hour and a half to make. I have no idea how that happened.
Yeah.
It's like
Pretty
crazy.
cool. If you want cooking tips, dude, hit me up at
What are you talking about, dude? Mom's
Colton
got the
Drake.
cooking tips. You've got nothing.
She's got good cooking tips, too. But
Yeah.
I got drunk ones, so I'll make it easy for you when you're drunk.
Oh, we didn't even do that part, by the way. Today on today's menu, let's do the drop here. Terrible.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf! Ma, the meatloaf! Fuck!
All right, that was our drop for Mom's menu, baby. It's Mom's menu today. We had the gourmet chili dogs, man.
We're so good.
They were Hebrew National
I could have used another
in
one. I could've ran it out.
honor of Mr. Jewish Matthew Broussard. They're Hebrew National dogs. They were good. The chili was really nice.
Chili was awesome.
Chili, some cheese on it, a little bacon.
Yeah, little dog.
Little dog action. Yeah, it was great. They were fantastic. I'll try to get a recipe up, I guess. I don't know that you're going to do that. Probably just for the chili. Her chili's pretty good. So I'll do whatever recipe.
You should use just the hot dog.
She's like, Nathan's hot or Hebrew National hot
It's
dog.
bread and
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, dude. It's pretty crazy. You buy them in a package, you heat them up, it's good to go. But yeah, that was mom's meatloaf. Follower count we just did, as you know, Colton Drake 412. I'm at 364. I'm getting my ass kicked. Now it's over. We're quitting. We're quitting today. We're not doing it anymore.
What are you talking about? Yeah, we are. It's the only reason I've been hustling trying to get followers.
Well, maybe you should do that on your own, and you don't
maybe
need
you
this
shouldn't be
podcast
this
for that. You know
sore
what I mean?
loser, dude.
I absolutely not. I will absolutely be a sore
That's
loser.
why you don't
I
have the
will,
mind of an Olympian. That's the problem with these
You
non-Olympians.
need to shut up with the stupid
They-
Olympian shit.
They
It is
just
fucking
don't
dumb.
have the mind for it.
It is so dumb.
You know what I mean? I should write a book.
You should. You can't read a book. What are you talking
I can
about?
read a book, dude. I read all the Captain Underpants series.
Awesome.
had that flip page thing.
That is Colton Drake at Colton Drake Comedy. That is Jay Berg Comedy.
At Jay Berg Comedy.
Yeah, it's Jay Berg at Jay Berg Comedy. I think they got it.
Okay.
But we're all right. We're all right. Who you listening to?
Jordan Jensen.
Jordan Jensen.
I've been loving Jordan Jensen, dude. She is so funny.
Super duper funny. She's very funny.
Yeah. If you guys don't know who that is, also look her up. She's
Check her out.
hilarious.
She's very funny. I agree with you. That's JORDANJENSEN. I have been listening to Catherine Blanford. She was at the club not that long ago. Super funny girl or woman.
is she?
Excuse me. She's like a blonde Southern-ish lady.
okay.
She's really funny. And her Instagram is it's Catherine Blanford. So ITSCA. Jesus.
Oh, man.
ITSKATHERENEBLANFORD. Colton's instant messaging her right now and asking her to follow him. That's how he gets followers. That's what he does. He's crazy. What are your gigs this week, buddy?
Okay, so this Thursday, which is, I don't know what the date is for this Thursday. What is that? Oh, it's the 19th.
It's the 19th.
Yeah. So the 19th, I'm in Hayden at Moose Ridge, I believe. Moose Edge, something like that.
I thought you had this shit down, dude. I asked you before the podcast.
I do have
Jesus
it.
Christ.
I'm sorry, I was not ready for this to jump into this so fast.
All right, so this Thursday you have a show. It's the Ugly Sweater Christmas
Yes,
show.
in
I know
Hayden.
your gig's better than you do. This is stupid. Go do it.
Okay, so
Figure
I'm
it
on
out.
that. I'm also on December.
Did you ever say where it was at or what time or
Yeah,
where it was?
Moose Ridge, 7 p.m.
Okay.
I said it.
Okay.
12:20. I'm at the Roxy Theater. I'm featuring for Phil
Nice.
Kopp
That'll be
with
fun.
Anthony Singleton, which is going to be great.
That will be good.
Yep, and I think that's it for now.
Awesome. All right. I am hosting all weekend for Steve Ranasisi from the league. That is from the 19th through the 21st.
Where's that at?
That is at the Spokane Comedy Club. Shows are available at 7 on Thursday and early and late shows on Friday and Saturday. Tickets
Cool,
are
man.
still available. Yeah,
You're
it should be
hosting
fun.
for 5 shows?
Yeah, I haven't hosted there in a while, so it'll be good.
Yeah,
It's been like over a year, I think, since I've hosted there. I think it's been, I think last September was the last time I hosted at the club for a full weekend. So that should be good, man. I've never seen his comedy, actually, so I have to go check that out before I host for him so I can kind of see what he does and
Yeah.
match my material and whatnot. Anything else?
I don't think so.
All right, man. Next week we got, I believe it's Alana Glazer. I don't know how to say her name, but it's Alana Glazer. This is a special that's on Hulu. It's called Human Magic. Human Magic. Alana Glazer. She was on Broad City. If you don't know who she is, check her out there. And she'll be taking us out. You got anything else to say, my man?
Yeah, we're also going to discuss a little bit of Jamie Foxx's variety show.
Oh,
right?
good call. Yeah, we're both. Excuse me. We both said we were going to watch it, so we'll watch it. We'll probably do like 5 minutes or something
Yeah,
on that
we'll
at the beginning
discuss
of the pod next week. But other than that, we got Alana Glazer next week. Have a good. I'm going to try that again. How about have some good gigs this week? And we are out. You gonna have good gigs? You're gonna have good
Yep,
gigs.
have good gigs.
We're gonna do
Bye-bye.
it.
Thanks
Everybody
for
have
being
a good
here.
time.
Bye-bye.
Been having a magical experience as a parent, and that magic for me began at conception. I had never done it to completion with secretion because I never went on birth control. My poorly straightened hair and commitment to jazz band was doing all the work for me. My doctor said, I think you're in labor. So I go to the hospital, I had this baby. And when she laid on my chest, I said those 3 magic words. Holy human magic! I was like, you are magic, I am magic, we are magic. I said to my husband, you witnessed magic, you are so lucky. It was us, girl!